Hey there. I had a son come home a few days ago. So went to a birthday party, and he's 17. And at this stage in life, I didn't think he should have to go to a birthday party at the present, but he spent a lot of money. He spent like 60 bucks, and he had a job. He'd been working through the summer, makes like 15 bucks an hour. He spent, it's like 60 bucks buying this kid some protein powder, some other workout stuff. And I was impressed. But he got home, he was upset. You had talked about this kid's reaction to the gift. You know, he talked about, as he opened the gift, he kind of like just, oh, no, that's nice, thanks, and just kind of set it aside, didn't value it, didn't appreciate it, didn't really show a lot of emotion. He was really kind of upset. And I don't think the kid understood what it took. It took 4 hours of my son's time to earn the money for that gift. You know, got me to thinking, there are a number of gifts that sometimes that we're given that we don't recognize the what it costs to provide that gift and the sacrifice that it took to give that gift. Sometimes we don't even see the gift itself, you know. And even if we just define a gift, what is a gift? Well, a gift is something you didn't earn. If you had earned it, you'd be paid wages or uh, something in return of value for something that you had earned. This is not like that. These are gifts. Are there certain gifts in your life that you don't even recognize that God has given you that you didn't earn? What is it that God expects you to do with these gifts? When Adam and Eve were in the Garden of Eden, take for instance, they were introduced into this paradise. And what was Adam and Eve expected to do? How were they supposed to show and value that gift that God had given them? Well, in Genesis 2:15, it talks about and the Lord God took man and put him into the Garden of Eden to dress it and to keep it. And I thought that was a very interesting phrase. And a lot of times to get more depth, it requires more words. There's a good reference online. If you go to BibleHub.com, there's some different translations. And when I was reading through those different translations, they go back to the Greek and the Hebrew and they come up with additional words. And sometimes it helps in defining, getting more depth in defining those words. And as I was reading those translations, some of the other words that they used was to work it, to take care of it, to watch over it, to keep it, to tend it, cultivate it, to look after it, guard it, maintain it. So I think there's more depth there. There's a lot going on. What does God expect when he gives gifts? Or what gifts does your father, your dad give you? Of course, your mother plays roles in these gifts too. But it's almost like he sets up this domain, this bubble, this shelter from the world. You're given a room, food, clothing, and shelter. And did you earn those things? Or are they gifts? You didn't earn them. They're given to you. There's great sacrifice given. What the depth of the payment required to give you what you received. In addition to just the basics, a lot of times it's money for, you know, vacations, activities, money for school, maybe even money for a car. How's the best way you can show appreciation or show that you value a gift? Well, going back to those phrases, yeah, you work it, you take care of it, you maintain it, you watch over it, you cultivate it, you guard it. Just some of the things that you need to do to appreciate that gift. If you appreciate a gift and value a gift, what is your dad most or your father most likely to do? Maybe give you additional gifts, but at least he'll have some satisfaction and joy in seeing that you've valued and received a gift properly. But as far as the payment, do you see the sacrifice that your fathers have made to bring you this gift? Do you see the hours and the days and the years it took of sacrifice to give you the things that you have. Someday, actually today, ask your dad to share that with you. What did it take to get you to where you are today? Share with me, what was the road like to get you to a place where you're providing for a family? Can you help explain? Will you tell me the process? Will you help me understand? Help me value some of the depth of the sacrifice that you give to us every single day, the hundreds of hours, the thousands of hours spent in education after high school, at a trade school, at a college, university, all the job training on the job, and hundreds and thousands of hours that were spent, you know, after getting an education, finding a job. Finding a job is so difficult. There's so much competition out there. A job that you could use to help support a family. Then after you're on the job, it's continuous. You're trying to be promoted. You're trying to improve yourself, trying to gain more skills so you can be paid more money. Finding better work. Maybe you got to go to another job. I've had 3 different jobs. I've worked at 3 different places. Maybe in addition to that, it's still not making ends meet. Maybe your dad is taking on side jobs, working in the evenings, weekends, holidays. In this world, in this economy, it takes more than just one job. That's why a lot of times moms end up working. What sacrifices did he make, or does he continue to make? The sacrifices he's sacrificing his ease and his comfort for your benefit, giving you everything you've got, giving his all. Looking back, I've given my 4 sons everything. I've sacrificed a lot. I went to school for years, going through the university, spending thousands of hours either studying in school, studying outside of school, earning money for school. And to be honest, probably do it differently today. I would not get a general degree. I would be very laser focused on getting schooling based on trades based learning a skill. I spent 30 years, like I say, working for 3 different companies in difficult situations with difficult jobs, lots of stress, managing people, managing things, managing money for years to give my sons a gift, providing for their everyday need, their daily, weekly, monthly, by the year, getting out of bed every day, doing the difficult things, knowing what had to be done and doing it every day, sacrificing. And what is it a father wants from that gift or sacrifice? They want you to use the gift wisely. Use that gift for your greatest benefit. All of the years and years of sacrifice, to use that gift wisely. What if you take that gift for granted and you don't recognize this gift? What if you don't even see the gift? What if you don't value that gift? Fathers, is it all in vain? No, absolutely not. God sees your sacrifice. All will be made just in the end. You will be rewarded, and your sons and daughters will eventually see all of that you've sacrificed for their benefit. So, what should you do with this gift that your fathers have given you? Going back, you should work it, take care of it, watch over it, cultivate it, look after it, guard it, maintain it, step up because of it, make your life better because of it. Your fathers want you to be better. I've got that same son at 17. He loves to work out, and he's been very focused on that. And sometimes he comes home from the gym and he likes to tell me all the exercises and all the weights that he's done. And, he's doing 90s or he's doing hundreds. And I say, that's great. Keep at it. You're building, you're getting stronger. And I think that's great. If you become bigger, stronger than I was at your age, I think that's great. Be better, stronger, faster, more aligned with God. We will, it reminds me of that old 80s TV show We will rebuild him. We have the technology. We can make him better than he was before. Better, stronger, faster. $6 million man, Steve Austin. It was a great show. He used those gifts too to help other people in tough situations. You should watch a few episodes. I think they're great. But so what should you do with that gift that your father's provided you? Of course, start by understanding the payment that was required to give it to you. Value it. Give thanks for it. Tell him thanks. Tell him, I can see, I'm trying to see all of the years of sacrifice it took for you to provide for me what I have. I don't understand the total extent of the sacrifice. I wasn't there with you. Unless I was there in your shoes every day, walking in your shoes, I wouldn't understand the whole picture. But I know everything good in my life I have because of you and the way that you have lived. Share that with him. And once you've had this talk with your father, go and have the same talk with God. List all of the gifts he's given to you in your life. Take an assessment. Tell him the truth. Say, I don't understand. I don't even understand what it took you to give me the things that I have. What does it cost to create a world? What does it cost to create us? What does it cost to create a perfect environment for us to learn and grow, to become more like you? So there's two sides to this coin. What if your sons or daughters misuse your gift, but instead of using the gift, they knock it out of your hands, they trample on it, and they desecrate it, and they use it inappropriately? What if you use the life you were given for evil? What if you follow the evil desires of your heart? Instead of improving yourself, you seek for baser, corrupt, temporary things in life that are not satisfying, that are temporary pleasures. Why do you seek for things that bring you no long-term happiness or joy? Open your eyes. Seek for fulfilling things, finding joy in helping others, wanting to be better, improvement. It's your job to prepare yourself to become a vessel that the Lord can come to personally, and to prepare yourself in this world for his second coming. No one will be able to stand in his presence unless they're totally clean and pure, have been purified of all their sin. So you will eventually, if you've misused those gifts, you'll eventually see the gifts that were given to you and how you wasted it. Change your course. Do not be filled with regret in that day. Stand on his shoulders. Use the gifts that he and God has given you wisely. Don't jump from those shoulders into the mud and roll around with the pigs. Take it, work it, watch over it, keep it, tend to it, cultivate it, look after it, guard it, maintain, and greatest yet, value it by stepping up higher in your life and doing the things that God would do in your place.